Welcome to episode 16 of Hanging Out with the Monkey, the official podcast of OddsMonkey, the #1 match betting website in the world. Today, once again, joined by Ricky from OddsMonkey.
Yeah.
And Phil from TrickyBet.
Hi.
Today, we're going to cover a wide range of topics. We're in December now, so everyone's full of Christmas spirit. So we're going to talk football, a few offers. We're going to talk I'm a Celebrity, Strictly Come Dancing, Sports Personality of the Year. Many things going on at this time, yeah. Well, let's start off with the football, Premier League. But let's talk football offers as well, Rick. Obviously, we bang on all the time, don't we, about different offers, seeing what there is. Two's up, the offer, when a team goes two up and the payout, etc., and the different options you've got from that. It's still a very popular bet and it's still one for most match bettors to follow. It's been doing quite well recently, hasn't it? It's still the one to look at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still by far and away the best offer out there at the minute. I think recently you got the Southampton Man United game, which would have paid handsomely for those involved with that. Southampton going 2-0 up quite quickly, and then obviously not going on to win the match. So yeah, that paid out handsomely. And again, there's I think Shakhtar in the Champions League, Sarpsborg Europa League. It's been quite fruitful again recently. Yeah,
and obviously the NFL has been, I know personally looking at that, it's been doing really well on that. Picking out a few games, probably less so it's getting down to the meaty end of things now. And then we've got the Australian Open tennis as well to look forward to, Phil, haven't we, in January? Obviously, we'll do a show close at the time, but that's one to consider in the new year, isn't it?
Yeah, there should be some good stuff in the new year, and that gets it kicked off. Sure, there'll be two on that as usual.
But while we're still in football, obviously we're coming towards the busy Christmas period. We start two teams unbeaten, Manchester City and Ricky's own Liverpool. Let's look at the invincible odds for a minute here, guys. We've got City in at 5-1 and Liverpool at 12 just to go to be invincible this season. Rick, although they're your team, I don't think you'll be ploughing too much of the Ricky dollars into where the 12-1 on Liverpool to be unbeaten.
None of my Ricky dollars are going on it. Not that I don't want it to happen, but no, it's... We're not quite hit form yet. We're hanging on to City's coattails, and hopefully that we can, start performing better. Although we're getting the results, but now to go unbeaten, I'm more than happy just to watch and enjoy rather than put any money down on that.
And Phil, do you think we've got any value there? Liverpool, what 7-2 at the minute to win the league, and obviously 12-1 for that. Do you think there's any value there at the minute for the punters on Liverpool, or would you still everyone be wary of Man City?
I think it's decent odds considering they haven't lost yet. But I don't know. It is very hard to look past Man City at the moment. But yeah, that is value, to be fair. I think once they play each other, we'll know a lot more about who's going to win the league.
And the top four must have been interesting, Mark, isn't it, Ricky? If we're looking at the top four odds, you've got... let's not even include Man United in the conversation now. Unfortunately, we might sit for top four, but they're not going to make it. We've got Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City, all odds on. But Arsenal are an interesting prospect. 11-10 to finish top four. Ricky, Philly, do you think that's a good price? I think that's not a really interesting price, actually. 11-10 for a top four finish for them.
They've turned the corner after a very dodgy start, but yeah, for odds against at the minute at this stage with the way they're playing, I'd be happy with that.
Phil, do you think Arsenal can get in on the top four act?
Yeah, I think they definitely will.
And who instead of? So we've got Liverpool, City nailed on, haven't we? And then it's either top. So will there be Tottenham or Chelsea?
Probably Chelsea.
Yeah, they've dropped off massively, haven't they, recently?
Yeah, I'd go in place of Tottenham now.
Yeah, you think it'll be Tottenham? Yeah, it's a tough one. Don't think we've got quite enough yet, but obviously we have the January window coming up, don't we, guys? That is one we'll discuss in our January show. We'll discuss the transfer window, and hey, there's more betting markets there than you can throw a stick at. So we'll talk about a few of the big deals that are going to happen in January, but yeah, certainly one to look at. And obviously we've still got 1 week left in the Champions League. And all to play for a lot of teams, including your boys, Rick. 16-1 to win the Champions League at the minute. I know you're a bit nervous coming up to this last game, aren't you, with Napoli? Do you think there's a bit of value on Napoli here?
It's going to be a tricky one. As I say, we're not quite hitting top form performance-wise. Napoli don't give or haven't been giving too much away. We need to win by, is it 1-0 or win by 2 goals, or hope that PSG slip up, which I can't see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be backing us to win the tournament at the minute, 16-1. But if we were to get through and get past Napoli, then that prize should come in quite a bit, I would have thought.
Yeah, so in Liverpool backers, it's probably a good time to do it, isn't it? And obviously, you'd have to come through this game, but it's going to be tricky. Phil, obviously, looking at Champions League, very sharp favourites in City at 7-2. The nearest rivals, Barca, easily at 5s and Juve at 6s. City, do you think they have to be? That is good value. Do you think they are that short a price for a reason, or do you think the bookies are scared of them?
I don't think that's a good bet. Man City always seem to fall away in the Champions League. It's weird. I think the value's in probably Juventus.
Yeah, because Ronaldo, he's landed on his feet there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He really has. He could be the X factor. We'll look back at our picks, won't we, Rick, later on when we get to the knockout stages. But yeah, there's some really decent prices there for some of the footballing ones. So away from football, and obviously tennis we mentioned coming up in January. We'll look at the Australian Open in the new year. I know we're sure then. Don't miss it. But looking at our TV screens, guys, we've got a lot of stuff happening. At the moment, we've got I'm a Celebrity coming to a conclusion this weekend. Strictly Come Dancing semi-finals. And we've got Sports Personality of the Year this weekend. Firstly to the Jungle. Obviously both of you are avid watchers. Harry Redknapp is massively short price here, but is there some potential there? Phil, do you think we've got other value there? There's Emily Attat and Nick Knowles. Do you think there is value there? Harry's about 1-2, isn't it, at the minute, to win? Do you think there's value out there?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's going to come down between Emily and Harry, and we were just looking on the exchange earlier, and Emily was still like 8.5 or something. So
yeah, she's still good sixes. Yeah.
That's huge odds for her. So I think that's definitely value. I mean, you might think Harry's nailed on, but Emily's not going to go out, so I might back her and just lay it off in a couple of weeks. Well, got a couple more rounds, sorry.
I know you haven't been an avid watcher this year, Rick, but have you been following the markets at all? Do you think Harry's been impressing, hasn't he, if you go by the bookmakers' odds?
You're going by the odds, you've been impressing, but I've got no experience from watching it, unfortunately. So yeah, just purely off the markets, it's a one-man race, and Harry's going to win. But to say I've not got no personal input or on that from viewing it. So.
And obviously, you're obviously more of a Strictly man, Rick, no doubt, a classy man as you are. It's an interesting one here. I know office-wide, there was an OddsMonkey piece published Strictly Come Dancing, tipping Joe Sugg around 16-1. And Joe has given everyone in this office, especially Phil, value for money here. Phil, you've got a decent outcome possibly coming on Joe. Are you confident? He's second favourite around 9-4 at the minute. Stacey odds on, but he's giving you a good run for your money.
Yeah, I think he's going to get to the final. I mean, I got on when we said odds of 14-1. So I can come out with that now for a really good profit. But like you say, I think I'm just going to leave it. I got such good odds now. And I mean, he's second favourite. He could easily win. And a nice bumper payout for Christmas for me.
Yeah, nice Christmas present. Rick, have you been following these at all? The bookies seem to be sat on one favourite now. Have you been following this at all?
I wish I got on Joe Sugg when it went out, but no, I didn't get on that. And I've watched as much as this as I have of I'm a Celebrity, unfortunately. So
too busy doing the twos up, aren't you, Rick? That's the problem.
You can't beat the screen 24/7, can you?
No, well, dancing is a bit of light relief there as well. Yeah, it's an interesting market, this one. I would say, obviously, remember the odds are going to come in. There's going to be a few drop out before the final, at least one, possibly two. So it's what I look at. There's still some value there. There really is. Looking back in the history, the favourites don't always win. Ori Dube, a couple of years ago, he was 10-1 going at the final and he won it. So don't be too damn high with these. If you fancy someone, get on it. And then looking at Sports Personality of the Year now, guys, there's a few interesting options here. I've got a vested interest here. I backed Tyson Fury at 55-1 a few weeks ago, as did Phil. We thought if he did well in the Wilder fight, which he did, he'd come massive down, and that's how it's proved. Now it's a four-way battle, if you believe the bookmakers, between Fury, Hamilton, Thomas, and Harry Kane, who I think will probably win. Ricky, if you're looking at this market, it's quite wide open, isn't it? The favourites aren't odds on here. If you were having a pick, who would you want to be before Sunday?
Not knowing that you'd already gone for Fury, looking at the top four in the market and what's recently happened, I think there's still a little bit of value left in him. I think we can get to 6-7 to 1 currently. I think we can get for Fury.
Yeah.
The journey he's been on to come back to the level he's now fighting at is. I think there's still a little bit of value there for me for Fury to win it. It's
just a bit of timing, isn't it? Because obviously Harry Kane would surely have had this sewn up. World Cup Golden Boot, amazing stuff, isn't it? But it's a long time forgotten, isn't it? A few months later, and everyone's forgotten what he's done. But that was a remarkable sporting achievement from Harry Kane, wasn't it? So he should do, wouldn't it? But looking at the prices, there's no guarantee, is there?
No guarantees anywhere.
I mean,
but there is a little. We have been looking at this, haven't we, Phil, using the OddsMonkey Dutching tool on site. We have to make clear this isn't match betting. It isn't guaranteed profit, because someone from outside the top 4 or 5 might win. Now, but if you do think the top 4 are nailed on, and with possibly Alistair Cook as well, there is an option here, Phil, isn't there? If you're confident enough that the top 5 or top 4 are going to do it, there is an option here, isn't there? There
is, but I don't recommend it. Graeme recommends it.
I do recommend this because I think no one is going to beat this top 4. So I would say this is a punt, but I think it's a particularly good one.
So yes, you can Dutch the top 4 with the current odds, and you can lock in a profit, but it is a gamble because you can't really lock in a profit because somebody from left field might win it. You just don't know.
As we said, yeah. So that top 4 would be, Phil, the ones we're locking in.
Well, you could for £100 Dutch, which I say £100 Dutch. That's what you put into the calculator. I think the total outlay was about 250, 260 for £30 return. It's just nowhere near enough for me to risk it. But
that's with Hamilton, Harry Kane, Fury, and Geraint Thomas, the Tour de France winner, obviously, who has been favourite up until very recently. So then 4, that's what you're locking in theory.
Yeah.
So it is one to look at. It's another tool on site. We're not recommending that. We say this is a punt to do it, but it's one I will be doing, as I think it will come in. Obviously, come the January show, Ricky and Phil will both be digging me for when Adam Peaty probably takes away the trophy. It cost me all my money. Yeah, guys, so thanks so much for joining us today. I'd like to wish all our listeners a very Merry Christmas. I'm sure you two guys, that's from Ricky and Phil as well. We'll be back very early in the new year. In January, we'll be bringing a few predictions there for the year ahead. We'll be looking at the Australian Open and many things aside. So that's us done for 2018. Thanks very much for joining us again. And we'll be back early in 2019.